It is the year 2000, and in the final shopping days leading up to Christmas, a holiday shopper in Canada's West Edmonton Mall made a disturbing discovery. At around 2:30 a.m., just after closing time at the mall's various bars, pubs, and lounges, a mall security guard approached a group of rambunctious adults at the Deep Sea Adventure Lake in West Edmonton Mall. Upon approaching the area, the guard observed a man swimming in the decorative lake, a practice which is not allowed due to various safety and health concerns. The guard immediately directed the swimmer to leave the water. Instead of listening to the guard's orders, the man swam in the opposite direction. The group watching, with whom it is assumed the swimmer was with at the time, cheered and encouraged the man to keep swimming and to disregard the order to exit the lake. The guard then directed the group to make their leave from the area, and despite their encouragement to the swimmer to disobey the guard, they themselves complied with the order. It was at this time that the guard received an urgent call about a potentially serious situation developing in the mall's bar and restaurant district, known as Bourbon Street. Due to the potentially critical nature of the call, the guard made the decision to leave the current situation in order to address the issue at Bourbon Street. The guard was gone for around 10 minutes before returning to the lake. Upon returning, the area was silent, still, deserted. The group who had exited the area previously was still gone, and the guard did not see anyone in the water where the swimmer had been previously. He concluded, based on what he observed, that the swimmer must have left the water during the time the guard was addressing the situation on Bourbon Street. However, later that same morning, when mall operations once again commenced for another busy day of the holiday shopping season, one of the mall's shoppers made a grisly discovery. They saw what appeared to be a body of a man in the Deep Sea Adventure Lake, still not moving. Just before noon local time, divers pulled the body of a 22-year-old male from the lake. He was wearing socks, blue jeans, and a muscle shirt. He was not breathing and was pronounced dead shortly after. It is assumed that the man, now identified as 22-year-old Lauren Brown, was indeed the same person who was observed swimming the night before. However, there is no way to be certain, as nearby cameras unfortunately did not fully capture the area where the swimmer was observed. Additionally, due to the dolphins living in the mall's lagoon at the time, the lighting in the area is dimmed after 11 p.m. This caused further difficulties in reviewing the footage of that evening. Based on the assumed and generally agreed upon series of events, the evening began with drinking and possibly recreational drug use. The coroner's report stated that while the man was in good health and physically fit, his blood alcohol level indicated that he was heavily intoxicated. Beyond this, his blood also contained traces of the active ingredient in marijuana. After last call around 2 a.m. that morning, it appears the group decided to venture out into the mall area. It was sometime after this when Lauren Brown decided, likely with the encouragement of the group, to jump into the water and swim around in the world's largest indoor lake. After being confronted by the guard, it is unclear if Lauren left the lake, only to return for some unknown reason. A dare? To show he didn't acknowledge the guard's authority? Perhaps he thought he'd lost something in the lake and tried to retrieve it? Or he may have never left at all. He may have remained in the lake, hiding from the guard among the rocky shadows among the walls, assisted by the dim lighting put in place for the Dolphin Lagoon. Had he already stopped breathing? We'll never know. In the end, it doesn't change what must have become a tragic holiday for his friends and family. What seemed like a harmless stunt ended the life of a young man at the early age of 22. In the inquiries after, the mall was cleared in any wrongdoing, but within the public report into Lauren Brown's death, the province recommended that during times when the mall's bars and pubs are closing, extra security and monitoring be directed to the area around the lagoon. Additionally, at any point when a person is observed within the lake, authorities are not to leave the area until the person is confirmed to be safely removed from the water. This was the first and only death resulting from a mall patron jumping into the water. But will it be the last? Will the new policies prevent any new deaths from occurring in the future? Only time will tell.